These cinematic 3D documentary videos are getting millions of views on YouTube right now. And the crazy part is, most people think you need years of animation or filmmaking experience to make them. But trust me, that's not true anymore. So here's what's wild. You can now create professional-looking 3D documentary scenes in just minutes using AI, even if you've never opened animation software before. I've been testing this process for weeks, and today I'm going to show you step-by-step exactly how to create full documentary-style videos that look like they took months to produce, but actually take less than an hour from start to finish. So stick around till the end, don't skip this part because every step connects. And by the end of this video, you'll be ready to build your own viral 3D documentary project completely powered by AI. So here's what we're doing. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through the entire workflow for creating 3D documentary animations using HiggsField AI and ChatGPT. You're going to learn how to generate your story ideas, create your cinematic scenes, animate them, and then put together a complete sequence that looks like something straight off a professional channel. And by the way, if you want to follow along, I've dropped a link to HiggsField AI right below in the description so you can grab the free plan and test this out yourself. All right, let's get into it. We're going to build a documentary about the day the internet almost died, something that would normally take an entire animation studio to produce, but we're going to do it right here using just AI tools. Now, first thing we're going to do is head over to a YouTube channel called Fern. The reason I'm picking Fern is because under the documentary niche, Fern dominates. This guy consistently pulls the highest amount of views across AI-generated documentary content. If you scroll down his channel, you'll see his recent upload doing around 1.5 million views, which is just insane. This channel is pulling roughly 100,300 a month from this type of content, and that's exactly why we're using it as our reference point. So go ahead and screenshot Fern's channel homepage. We're going to use that image inside ChatGPT. Now open ChatGPT and head to your prompts section. I've already put together a few key prompts you'll use throughout this process to keep everything smooth and consistent. The first one is our video idea generation prompt. So go ahead and copy that first prompt and paste it into ChatGPT. Next, upload the reference image you just captured, that screenshot of Fern's channel. Once you hit send, ChatGPT is going to analyze that reference image and instantly generate insights and topic ideas you can use to create your own documentary-style videos. Give it a few seconds, and boom, you'll see it produce a full list of YouTube topic ideas designed for 3D documentary animations. These are all structured based on current trends, viral patterns, and niche demand. All right, so now that we've got our potential topics, the next step is to head back to your prompt section and copy the second one. This is your master prompt for creating viral documentary-style scripts. This one's super powerful. Paste it into ChatGPT, and before you hit enter, replace the placeholder text where it says Insert Idea Here with the actual topic you want to use. For this tutorial, let's use idea number 10, the day the internet almost died. So once that's in, hit send, and ChatGPT is going to generate a complete script for your documentary. A full storytelling breakdown complete with the narrative pacing and emotional beats. Give it a second, and there you go. Your full AI-generated documentary script is ready. Now we're moving into the visual side. This is where it gets really fun. Head back to your prompt section and copy the next one titled Cinematic 3D Image Generation Prompt for Script to Visual Storytelling. Paste that into ChatGPT right beneath your script and hit generate. What this prompt does is convert each scene in your script into high-quality visual prompts you can use for 3D generation. And as you can see, ChatGPT starts producing structured image prompts and video prompts describing everything from camera angles to lighting setups to environment details. These are what we'll be feeding directly into HiggsField AI to actually create the visuals. All right, now let's move on to HiggsField AI. This is the engine that'll bring our static prompts to life. HiggsField AI is one of the most advanced AI tools out there for visual generation because it supports multiple models like Sora 2, Veo 3, 1, 2.5, and more. I've tested most of them, but honestly, HiggsField stands out because it produces ultra-realistic 3D visuals that actually feel cinematic. So head over to HiggsField AI's workspace, scroll down to the generation box, and this is where you're going to paste your image prompt from ChatGPT. Once your prompt is in, you'll see a drop-down for models. There are tons of options: Nano, Banana, Seedream, 4.0, Flux, and so on, but for this specific tutorial, I recommend selecting HiggsField Ultra Realistic. This one's my personal favorite because it gives us that perfect 3D look with sharp textures and smooth lighting. After that, set your aspect ratio. I prefer 16:9 because we're making YouTube videos and that's the format that looks best on the platform. Then select how many generations you want. For this example, I'll keep it at 3. Click Generate, and within seconds, HiggsField will produce your 3D images, all with slightly different camera angles and perspectives. Look at that. The first one looks cinematic, the second one has a slightly wider angle, and the third one has more depth. This gives us options to work with later when we start animating. And here's a bonus tip. Each generation only costs a small number of credits, so you can afford to experiment a bit without worrying about burning through your balance. Now that we have our images, it's time to bring them to life. The great thing about HiggsField AI is that you can animate your images right inside the same platform. No exporting or re-uploading. So here's what we're going to do next. Click on Animate. When you scroll down, select Video as your output format. You'll see your generated image preview right below it. Now we need to add motion to that still image, and that's where we'll use another prompt. Head back to ChatGPT, scroll to the section with your video animation prompt, copy it, and paste it into the animation prompt box in HiggsField AI. Next, scroll down to the model selection. This is where HiggsField really shines. It gives you access to cutting-edge AI video models like OpenAI's Sora 2, Veo 3, 1 2.5, and Kling. For this project, I'll be using Kling 2.5 Turbo. It's lightweight, efficient, and gives beautiful results without using too many credits. Now, set your duration to about 10 seconds and your resolution to 1080p. That's perfect for YouTube. Once you've got that set up, click Generate. And just like that, HiggsField starts transforming your image into a moving 3D animation. Wait a few moments and you'll see your preview load up. Let's hit play, and wow, look at that camera angle. The movement is smooth, the shadows shift naturally, and it genuinely looks like a cinematic shot. Guys, this is the power of AI. No Blender, no Unreal Engine, just prompts and precision. If you're loving how this looks, drop a comment below because trust me, this tool is game-changing. All right, now that we've got our visual animations ready, it's time to give them a voice. Literally. We're moving on to the next phase, which is generating the audio narration for your documentary. For this, we'll use MiniMax AI, one of the best AI voice tools for realistic documentary narration. But before we open it, go back to ChatGPT and grab your documentary script. You can stop at any point you plan to end your video. Copy that section, then head over to MiniMax AI. If you don't already have an account, click the link in the description to create one. It's free to start. Once you're in, you'll see a large text box on the main page. Paste your script into that box. Now we're going to select our voice. MiniMax gives you a bunch of options, but for this kind of 3D documentary tone, I always go with Captivating Storyteller. It's smooth, cinematic, and has the emotional depth that makes your narration feel alive. Click Select, then hit Generate, and within a few seconds, MiniMax will process your script into a natural-sounding narration. Let's play it back real quick.
At 2:17 a.m., the hum of a fluorescent light echoed through a near-empty data center in Northern California. Rows of servers blinked like distant city skylines, unaware they were seconds from becoming silent. In the corner, slouched in an ergonomic chair that had seen better years, sat an engineer.
Sounds perfect, right? Once you're happy with it, click Download Audio and save it to your desktop. So now we've got our visuals and our voiceover ready to go. The last step is to bring everything together in CapCut. Fire up CapCut, start a new project, and import your animated clips, your still images, and your real footage you want to include, and of course your voiceover audio. Drag your voiceover onto the timeline first. This sets the foundation for your video's pacing. Trim out any extra pauses or background noise so it flows naturally. Then start layering your visuals in sync with your narration. Match each visual to the moment it's being described in your script. Adjust your aspect ratio to 16:9 and scale your visuals so they fill the frame. That alone will instantly make your project look full screen. And here's a quick pro tip. As you edit, make sure you alternate between wide, medium, and close-up shots. That variation in camera angle adds depth and movement even in slow scenes. Add subtle transitions, fade-ins, and maybe a light cinematic color grade to tie it all together. Once everything's feeling smooth, export the project in 1080p HD and you're ready to upload.
At 2:17 a.m., the hum of a fluorescent light echoed through a near-empty data center in Northern California. Rows of servers blinked like distant city skylines, unaware they were seconds from becoming silent. In the corner, slouched in an ergonomic chair that had seen better years, sat an engineer named Thomas Raines, a man whose name history almost forgot, and whose keystroke nearly deleted the world. He wasn't a hacker, or a villain, or even particularly ambitious. He was just an overworked systems architect at one of the backbone providers that connected continents, the quiet infrastructure no one sees, but everyone depends on. That night, Thomas had been awake for 31 hours straight. A software update scheduled for the following week had been pushed forward due to a sudden vulnerability. Nothing unusual. Just another late night in the invisible machine room of the internet. But one misplaced command, a line of code meant to reroute a redundant server cluster, was about to unleash a domino effect the world wasn't built to handle. When he hit enter, there was no sound, no warning, no explosion, just silence. The kind of silence that creeps in before history changes. Within minutes, data packets traveling between Europe and North America began timing out. Network engineers in Frankfurt, London, and New York started seeing anomalies, dropped connections, looping routes, entire DNS blocks disappearing into digital fog. By 2:24 a.m., major news sites flickered out, banking systems failed to authenticate logins, airports lost live data feeds, and social media, that ever-chattering pulse of humanity, went eerily quiet. No one knew why. To the world, it felt like an internet outage, an inconvenience. But in the background, entire economies were unknowingly grinding to a halt. It was the largest digital blackout in history, and it had started from a single forgotten script running inside a San Jose basement. Thomas didn't know it yet. He was watching a loading bar crawl across his monitor, sipping coffee that had gone cold hours ago. When the call came in, the emergency hotline that only rang during world-ending scenarios, his first instinct wasn't panic, it was confusion. "We've lost Tier 1 routing across 3 continents," the voice on the other end said, tight with disbelief. "Check the master replication node." Thomas froze. He pulled up the configuration files. And there it was, a single recursive line, a self-deleting parameter that, instead of updating the global routing table, had begun erasing it. Line by line, server by server, the internet was eating itself.
And that's literally the whole process, from start to finish, from idea to final upload, all powered by AI. So if you found this breakdown helpful, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, because I've got more tutorials coming showing you how to take your 3D documentaries even further with advanced animation, layering, sound design tricks, and AI storytelling techniques. Drop a comment below if you're ready to start creating your own 3D documentary videos with HiggsField AI. I'd love to hear what topic you're planning to make first. Trust me, once you master this workflow, you'll be able to produce cinematic quality videos faster than ever before, and the best part, you'll be doing it all without spending thousands on software or months on production. All right, that's it for this one. Go experiment, have fun, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.